Yo, you are now tuned in to the Bag Brothers Podcast, episode 31. It's your boy Sully.
It's your boy P.
And we got a special guest. Introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? It's Marcus Callender, all the way from Brooklyn, New York. What's good?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn native. Brooklyn,
baby, Brooklyn.
Oh, damn, man. Peace to my Universal family. We back.
You gotta toast it up. You gotta toast it up.
Very excited. Y'all been watching my Insta story. Y'all been, I've been dropping our little hints. So now it came 360 degrees. So
Word.
Okay.
Very excited for this.
We're gonna dabble in soon because a lot of y'all make sure y'all see the face properly. A lot of y'all gonna see
this.
Listen,
you don't tune into no other YouTube video. This is
gotta tune into this one. Gotta make sure y'all seeing what's going on with this one right here. This one is a top of the top right here, right? We're taking it. Yeah. We're actually gonna start the new year off today because February, because January is too long.
Black History Month,
Black History
Month. So we got our Black Excellence segment sitting and talking with us right here. So this is
in the flesh,
exactly
in the flesh. So we're gonna kick it off as we always do. Tip of the week.
Yes, sir.
The struggle you're facing is a test to see if you're truly committed to the life you say you want. I'm gonna read that one more time for those who want me to read it one more time.
Yeah, say it again.
The struggle you're facing is a test to see if you're truly committed to the life you say you want.
Facts.
We're going to break that down. Marcus, you got the first crack at it, man.
Oh, man, I'm a living testament to that. I feel like
I'm going to pop the Dusse open.
Jay.
Very
special guy.
Jay, how do people talk to our people,
exactly.
man?
Have your people call my people. What's up? You got Brooklyn in here. You got
with the Dusse,
you got
baby.
The Dusse. You got the Dusse Bag Brother hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
We need that,
Word. Nah, I feel like I'm a living testament to that for sure. It's like I feel like, even to get to the point that I'm at now, it was a struggle, but it was a struggle that was necessary. Like there's a saying that I like to use called "Go where you need to grow."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's peace. For me, it's just like
it's good to get out your comfort zone.
Exactly. Things don't grow there. Mm-hmm. For me, it's just like just a living testament to what's been going on in my life as far as school goes. Got my midterm back this week. Didn't do as well as I did. Okay. I'm very hard on myself, so it wasn't like I failed or anything, but I definitely didn't do as well as I would have liked.
Did you study, nigga?
Well, for me, it's just like I keep it a bean. I didn't study, right? But I've never studied, right? So studying in law school is a little bit different. I prepared, right? I went
That's all you could do.
Yeah, I went in as prepared as I could possibly be. But yeah, that test was definitely a struggle. But I understand that that's one of the hurdles that I gotta get over if I'm going to get into the profession that I want to get into and do the things that I want to do.
What kind of law do you want to?
As of late, I've been having some real uncomfortable conversations about entertainment law.
I was about to say, entertainment law.
Based on what's going on. But when I first started, I wanted to do criminal defense. You drunk already? But yeah, when
the smell the
it's getting you right. But yeah, when I originally started, and I'm not off that path. I definitely still have a very big interest in criminal defense.
Okay.
Just based on we from Brooklyn. Our interactions with police and police reform. So, but I've definitely been toying with the idea about entertainment law and corporate. So we'll see. It's still new, so
it's still fresh. I think it's very much still fresh.
Yeah.
So
it's early.
We're gonna see what we make of it. As for me,
yes, sir.
I think me and P, you spoke on the side about my recent dilemmas and kind of just
crazy, right?
Going through the shit.
Through the same shit at the same time.
School has been like this for me as of lately, right? And I think it's a true struggle right now for me to see if I'm really committed.
Yeah.
And I have to be real with myself. I think I had a real conversation with Prince and talking about this is what's going on, and I have to figure it out. Right, I have no choice but to figure it out. Mm-hmm. So I think I'll take this time to kind of recoup, reflect, and then either I'm going after it or I'm not going after it. Right. That's just what it is, and I'm okay with that if that's what it is, right? And I think sometimes we're often scared of the unknown, and that's what it is. Mm-hmm. So Tip of the week, for sure.
Word up.
For sure.
Word.
So just following that, hashtag BBGC, Bag Brothers Gallon Challenge, always on push. Water Wave, the water wave never stops.
We're not drinking water in the
You're
studio.
not drinking water in the studio.
Dusse, you know what Dusse? It's a special, it's
I
a
had
special
some water before I got here.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
we got to get to the gallon any way you can, with a
Exactly.
cup, whether it's a drop of water.
I drink Essentia a lot. That's
Essential your
like
shit?
my shit.
Okay.
Essential.
Y'all be watching my little Insta stories when I tag y'all. What's up?
You better tag us back.
Hove, Hove, Essential. We can get it.
You better put it
we
together
need
to give us a
both,
contract
man.
or something,
Yeah, we
man.
need both, man.
We're trying to push both, both companies. So so yeah, always hashtag that. Hashtag BB30 for 30.
Yeah, get in the gym, man.
Work
Go to the
out.
gym in the morning.
However, you don't have to get into the gym. You can work out at the crib. However it works. Whether you jogging to work.
I ain't
You know what I'm saying? Whatever
Get that cardio.
Whatever, get that cardio in. Whatever, get that.
Yeah, be creative. I think that's
it.
what we always trying to push is be creative, think outside the box. Go swimming, ride a bike, just get active, walk your dog. I love swimming. That's my favorite thing to do.
Don't be looking at me here, all right?
See what I did there, right? But yeah, man, just get to it. So first off, how we'll start with the recap. Yeah, how was your week, Marcus? How's your week going?
Man, my week. I had a very I wasn't as productive as I wanted to be in terms of like.
You drunk already?
This is gonna be the highlight. Yeah,
What's a boomerang for that shit?
right there. We gotta zoom in.
I wasn't as productive as I wanted to be. I have a project that I'm working on, and I didn't get as much work as I wanted to. But things got done in that sense. It's been a pretty eventful week. This lady I'm seeing right now. This wonderful woman.
Tune in. Make sure y'all play it back.
Yeah, come on. It's a Bag Brother exclusive.
Rewind it now.
Look. I've been single for a little bit.
It's time for him to get his. We got to get his.
I found some, pretty special. You know what I'm saying?
I can appreciate that.
So this honestly was a big week for her, especially today. So I've been just kind of been celebrating with her. So I feel like she just got she got some big news today. So I feel like I got big news today type of thing.
That's love. That's peace.
Yeah. So yeah, I went to the podiatrist today. I had to get this shit. I got this shit on my foot. I had this shit on my ever since I was a kid. I've always had this little thing on my foot. I don't even know what you call it.
Got that taken care of?
Kinda. Cause as of last year, it's just been hurting and shoes, certain shoes that I wear that should be hurting.
Yeah.
So homegirl, she was like, you need to go to the doctor and check that out. I said, all right.
I like this. I like where this is going.
Hey.
Health is wealth, baby.
Right. For real.
We got to tap in.
And so I went today and found out what it was. It's pretty much, so I have my bone right there is just a little bigger. And it kind of grew over time. So I kind of just have an extra bone on some level. She told me I might need surgery and shit. I don't know about all that.
Right.
But she did cause it's like skin, it's like callus type of thing.
Okay.
So she just shaved it down.
All right, so you ain't.
So that's gonna work for right now.
It's temporary.
Yeah.
Listen,
All right.
it's a quick fix.
Quick, just
a fix is a fix.
Right. I just want to wear whatever shoes I want to wear without the discomfort. That's all. That's all I want. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that.
Because the strap went across that shit.
Right.
Word.
Right. So yeah. So that's my week.
Well, kudos to you for investing in your health. Right. Our motto is happiness is rich, health is wealth, kindness is currency, and a peace of mind is the real bag.
I like that.
I think also kudos to them as well for just highlighting the special woman and celebrating her win. Right.
Yeah,
This is to you.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a shot. We're gonna have a shot for you too as well.
But I think a lot of times that we don't celebrate those wins for our people that we like as well in our group, right? I think that's also
it's important.
Right? It's just not about
it's
us.
Energy. It's energy.
The team. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
If the team win, we all win. Right? It don't matter who wins of the team, somebody in the team winning.
Right.
Right? So I think we often take that for granted. So kudos to that.
Word.
My week was cool. I think my week started off really well. I have some Valentine's Day's things planned.
Okay.
I think Valentine's Day is still a scam, but nonetheless, I appreciate my significant other throughout the entire year. Right? It doesn't a special day come out, got to run here, but I still have something planned out, something very intricate. I know she's gonna appreciate it, but this time I took a little detour in terms of how I'm doing it.
Okay.
So it's different for me, and hopefully it works out to be the best. But yeah, I mean my week has been pretty good. I'm excited for next week. Okay. I have some things going on next week around. Word. So yeah, that's about it.
Word. Peace.
That's about
Peace
it.
to y'all.
That's about it.
No, that's been a week.
You're stupid. All right, we're gonna jump right into it, man. The topic, if you ain't know, it's the one and only. It's the Marcus Callender.
Yeah.
Your man is here in the flesh.
Yes.
Welcome to the podcast studio. I had somebody stop me. It was like, is that Marcus? Oh my God, like Ken. Right. And Shorty was bad, right? I think she stopped me. He's like, I got a girl. You can't talk to me. Yeah. She's like, Marcus, is that Marcus? What's your podcast name? I'm like, yo, relax. Like,
and look, when I just went out there to politics,
they peeping in, right?
She was like, yo, what's your podcast name? And she saw my sweater. She's like, yo, that's y'all. I was like,
that's us, man.
Like, yo, I'm gonna check y'all out. I'm like, yeah,
check us out.
You might want to do that. You might want
to check us out. Drop a number on this. I don't know.
Yeah, just relax. But yeah, man. But go ahead, finish.
But yeah, I mean,
I just want to stress the fact that he's from Brooklyn. I really,
you want to keep stressing the fact. Throughout the entire podcast, stress the fact.
I'm from Brownsville.
But listen.
From Brownsville. Come on. All right,
we're going to jump right to fuck. You jump right to it. Yo, you are drunk. All right. So Marcus, tell us who is Marcus Callender. Tell us who you are.
Wow.
Where you from? What you about? Like let us know the deets, man. Let us know the deets. Quick synopsis.
Who is Marcus? I'm just a guy. A
legend.
I'm trying to be that.
Yeah,
Grew up in Brooklyn, New York. From Brownsville.
Which part of Brownsville, man?
What part of Brownsville? I grew up on Church Ave, like 96 in Church over there.
Oh, you right there? That's right there.
I went to PS.
That's closer to you than it is to me. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I went to.
I'm on Tilden.
Oh, you right there.
Don't be looking for me now, but yeah.
I went to PS 183. You know 183, PS 183. That's where I went for elementary school. Then I went to Philippa Scholar.
Okay,
I know about Philippa Scholar for the gifted and talented.
I had a lot of fun.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta take a test to get in the Scholar.
Okay. Flex.
So I did that for middle school. Then I went to telecommunications, arts and technology for high school in Bay Ridge, and that's where I got the acting bug. Honestly, I played a lot of sports. Before I started acting, I played basketball, played baseball. I was an athlete like a motherfucker.
Was you nice in basketball though?
I thought I was nice. I wasn't. Look, I'll admit.
We don't organize to the NBA.
Was you on the team?
I played better. Funny enough, I played better on the street.
Right.
Than organized ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The rules. That's why.
That's how the rules.
The rules. You know what I'm saying? I used to
it's less pressure.
Less pressure. Like
ain't no shot clock.
Yeah, I had trouble learning plays and shit.
Yeah. Nobody got time. You just want to throw the ball and make sure it go in the hoop, man. I don't have time for that.
3-on-3.
Yeah, running no trail, go do suicide. What's that?
So yeah, I got I started acting. My English teacher when I was in 11th grade. Her name is Miss Bauman. She, English was like not my favorite subject in high school or just in school period. Wow. Yeah, it was not at all. That's because I had corny teachers until Miss Bauman.
Okay,
it's like when you have a good teacher, like they'll make any subject. Yeah,
right.
But the thing about her was she didn't like reading just like novels. She always had us reading like plays. Mm-hmm. So one play that she had us read was The Crucible by Arthur Miller.
Crucible's a good one.
That's a good one. So like I was also like a class clown. So like one day she was like, right, So I was like, one day she was like, like who wants to come and read a scene? I'm like, yeah, I'll come act. I'll be an actor over here. Then read the scene and like dropped in and did the shit. It was like a real like emotional scene and shit. Like cried and shit. I was like, oh shit.
All right. Okay.
Started to embody that.
So,
right?
yeah, I was like, oh shit, I just went there.
Right.
And my teacher was like, you've got a gift. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you should try to, at the time they were doing auditions for A Raisin in the Sun. She was like, you should audition for that. You know, and I'm coming from a sports background. I'm like, I ain't fucking actor.
Right.
Yeah.
Actor. But I did the audition and ended up getting the lead role. And all the like theater kids were like, you know, like kind of jealous of me. They're like, how did you do that? You don't even
play basketball last week. Now you want to be an actor.
I was like, I don't
Think
know.
you Denzel.
And so end up doing that. And from there I went to SUNY Purchase.
SUNY alum. SUNY Binghamton, you know.
Okay.
We connected.
Not too bad. Not too shabby.
You know.
Okay. So yeah, I went to Purchase. They have a conservatory there, so I did that. Trained for 4 years. Graduated, and booked my first job within a couple of months. I got very lucky.
Yeah.
My first job was y'all ever seen The Night Of on HBO?
The night of.
Oddly enough, I want to say.
Y'all never seen that?
I want to say my pops put. I want to say my
say
pops put me
I'm
on.
sure he did.
I want to
shit.
say my pops put me on in
Night
a
Of
weird
is
way.
really
right,
good.
but
It's
yeah,
really,
I gotta check it
really
out. Yeah, because it was like when my pops was in like the movie bag. We was watching Final Destiny. It was one of those. But yeah,
It's
okay,
really good.
Okay,
What's the?
It's about this guy that fucking he was like, what happens? This kid, he comes from like a Arabic family,
Okay.
and you know he goes out one night for a party or whatever. He takes his dad taxi. His dad has a taxi, so he took his taxi to the party. Ended up not getting into the party, so he's just driving around, and this like random white girl like gets in the car and like drive me to blah blah blah, and they drive and they end up doing drugs and shit. Da 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 da. Wakes up the next day, she's fucking dead, but like dead, like slaughtered, mad blood all over the place.
Okay,
So now
right.
everybody thinks he did.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
the whole-
Now you
I
gotta
gotta
tap
check
into
it out
that.
now,
Guy.
'cause
You
that
gotta
sound
tap
kinda wild.
The Night
You gotta tap
Of.
into that.
It's
Yeah.
good as fuck.
So for all our
really
listeners, go tap into the Night Of.
Night of, man.
While you tapping into this YouTube and this episode on your streaming platform, when you get some free time, tap into the Night Of.
Might
Right?
fucking put a-
Add some content.
Might put a link at
you'll-
the bottom of some
you'll
shit.
see
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I'm in like the first episode. Like I'm just this like he gets arrested and like he's in the precinct and I'm just like one of the criminals in the precinct and I like kind of like bully him a little.
All right. Okay.
So yeah, that was my first job. And from there, slowly but surely, this people think that like this type of shit happens overnight, man.
Yeah.
It don't. You gotta put in the work. And I feel like also too interestingly enough, I feel like in this day and age, like people are so into getting to the result as opposed to being interested in the process.
Right. Exactly.
Nobody wants to do process anymore.
Right.
Everybody just wants the microwave result. And there's so much beauty in the process. There's so
Exactly.
much beauty because once you get the result, you've learned so much from the process that you can appreciate the result even more and know how to handle it. I feel like before I even got to the point, obviously like there's still more, there's ways to go, but even to get to this point was a fucking journey, man. I can't
Jump,
tell you
skip,
how
and
many no's I've had.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Y'all ever seen y'all know Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah.
That was like my first. That was that. So I tested to play Dr. Dre.
Right.
And that was my first like big thing. You know what I mean? Like and the way that went, like I auditioned for it. I auditioned to play Ice Cube originally.
Okay.
Did the audition. It was one of those auditions where I did it and I was like,
you
I'm not
knew
gonna
it was
fucking
up
do
already.
that. I'm not
Yeah,
Ice
you're not
Cube.
Ice Cube, right?
Yeah.
All right.
A month later, they're like, oh, they want you to come back for a callback tomorrow. I was like, oh shit, okay. Did the callback. I still didn't think. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking get this.
Yeah.
Like that night, they're like, they want to test you. They want to fly you to LA, blah blah. I was like, oh shit. But they want you to test for Ice Cube and Dr. Dre. I was like,
Oh,
Double
double up.
I didn't see it as that though. I was like, they want me to for both of these things because I was the only actor at the testing for 2 roles.
That is a lot because you got to
I had
memorize.
more work
Yeah,
to
right.
do than
Okay. All right.
everybody
I get it.
So I'm like, fuck, man. Fuck.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
But the director called the night before my flight was like, yo, like, I really want you to be in this. Like, I feel like, I really like your tape, blah, blah, blah. So that gave me a little, like, boost, but I still had all this work to do. And I remember I got to the test. I got the Dr. Dre size, like, the day I was flying. So we got to the test, and then we had, like, a rehearsal before the actual test, and I was fucking up because I didn't know my lines. And I remember the acting coach came to me. He's like, look, man, if you don't get this, you're not getting this.
Yeah, you gotta get the fuck out.
One more bag.
Right.
But hit my homegirl up in L.A. I said, yo, I need help with these. Shout out to Erin. I said, I need help with these sides. She came through. She brought some Chinese food and some other shit.
Okay.
It's L.A.
You know.
We ain't mad.
Okay.
I ain't mad at you.
Right. So she came through, helped me with the lines, and I did a pretty good test.
Okay.
A few weeks later, it's in the news that I got the role. I'm like, what? They didn't tell me that, but it's in like every major news.
Right.
Callender will be playing Dr. I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god. And fun fact, homegirl that I'm seeing now, we've known each other. We went to school together, so we've known each other for a long time.
That's dope.
But we didn't start until recently. But funny enough, at that time, she had came over to like congratulate me and stuff, and I was like, I don't know because
you ain't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Of course, come to find out, I didn't get it, and that was like my first like experience of, damn, this industry is fucked up. Or it can be fucked up.
That's how I felt
you know
this
what I
week.
mean? Like, my feelings was hurt.
That's
because
how
it's like,
that's exactly.
you know what I mean? Like, because I thought this was gonna be my big
Right.
break. I'm about to be Dr. Dre and fucking straight up. What?
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, but I had a different path. You know what I'm saying?
It's the
Right.
journey.
It's the journey. You know what I mean?
journey.
Like, you know how many
It's the
fucking
journey.
The
tests
journey, the process.
I've done?
Right.
You know how many
Right.
tests I've done where it's like, oh, I thought almost. You know what I'm saying? But it's those things that build you and like, give you that that experience to just keep going forward in this business, man. So that happened.
So what was your preparation like
for
like straight out of Compton?
what was my preparation?
Yeah, well, because you said that you had you were going for one role, then you had like two roles.
Yeah.
Honestly,
what was
I didn't
that?
really-
How was juggling that?
It's not like I was like, oh no, I'm Ice Cuban. No, I'm Dr. Dre. Like it was
Yeah.
pretty similar. Like I related to the characters because I come from a similar they grew up in Compton. I grew up in Brownsville. You know what I mean? So
Right.
That's definitely
6 degrees of
equivalent.
separation.
Right, the
Yeah.
stories is similar. So like for me, especially the Dr. Dre one, I was like, I know these motherfuckers.
Right.
I know this shit. So there wasn't much preparation needed. If any, I just needed to learn my fucking lines.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
because I remember for Dr. Dre, I had this like huge monologue, and I remember, and I had to do it. I was testing with Jason Mitchell, who played Eazy-E, and because at the test he already had the job, he already had it.
Okay.
but it
So
was
that's
us, like,
right. Trying
they wanted
to
to
fill
see
that
chemistry.
in. Yeah.
They wanted to see the chemistry
Right.
with him, and like right before the scene, I'm like looking at myself, I'm like, fuck. It was one of those things where I was like, I'm gonna just let it go,
Right.
and just do my thing.
Yeah.
And man, I mean, to this day, I feel like that was one of the best acting things I've ever done. I really went there, and I remember afterwards, like the director was like, "That's what I'm talking about. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's do it again." And we did it 3 times, and I was able to give him something different each take.
time.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
Okay.
I was
That's peace.
really proud of myself, man. And then like afterwards, everyone's like, "You're gonna get the job. You're gonna get." That's the thing too, man. Don't believe what they tell you, man. Until you got that contract, until it's signed, until you on set.
Yeah,
You
bring
ain't
me
got
your
it.
contract
You
so I
know
can
what I'm saying?
negotiate. You know what I'm saying? But, so I mean, for me,
But shout out to Corey Hawkins who actually played
That's
Dr. Dre.
yeah, right,
I
okay.
know, and me and Corey, like, we kind of came up together. Like he went to Juilliard while I was at Purchase. You know what I mean? So that's the homie too.
so that's dope. I mean, for me, I got introduced to Marcus from Power, not to be
Wait.
We gotta
Which one?
Not to be confused with Power, whoever Power is. But from the TV show Power.
Okay.
Broke my heart when you killed Rayna.
Why you got to do that, man? Why you? What
That's
possessed you?
We would be remiss in our
possessed you?
duties
That's
as a
what the script
podcast.
said. That's
Yo,
what the script said. And
it was.
But here's the funny thing too. Had I done the Straight Outta Compton, the Power thing wouldn't have never happened.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, of course, right. It's just the whole domino effect
Right,
with it, right?
exactly.
And
Cause
I mean,
effect.
you know, people get fanatical about shows, right? Because it's like you. I feel like you get so invested in the show. Like you say, for me, I watch Power every Sunday, right? I get Power at like 12:30 when I'm coming in the crib from Saturday night when we go to the party.
You get so invested in the show that you get invested and attached to the character.
Yeah, and it's like I remember, like, cause whatever. I was watching Power, right? And this was way before the Wu-Tang docuseries or whatever came apart. So I'm just watching it, and I'm like, yo, I don't like this dude, man. I'm like, yo,
fuck
son.
that nigga right there.
Like,
See it right there. Fuck that nigga right there.
Fuck him, son. Like, he gonna kill Rayna. He ain't kill Tariq, little dumbass. He gonna kill Rayna. Like, yo, I was really mad. And then it was just like, I remember whatever my people, they said, yo, this is the guy who's playing Power in the Wu-Tang doc. I'm like, yo, he killed Rayna. No, I can't do that. What's somebody else? Yeah, go fuck. Let me do it then. Fuck that. Right? So it's just like, it's just crazy to because it's like I was connected to the TV show Power for a different reason. I'm connected to the Wu-Tang doc for a different reason.
Right.
But yeah, man, just seeing you kill Rayna, I was like, God,
What was that? What was that like when you had to read that part?
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, listen, you have to do this. Like, we want you to, you know what I'm saying?
How it happened. The way that went down was I was hired for one episode of Power. I was on.
That's so crazy.
I was on. It was season 3, the last episode, episode 10. It's the episode,
my favorite season, by the way.
season 3.
Season 3 by far.
You're right, because season 3 was when the show really went up a notch.
Exactly.
The writing got really good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything before that was just like, fuck y'all
Yeah,
doing
it was
over
like-
here?
Well, it was the lead up, right?
Yeah, it was the lead up. It's like the first 2 seasons were like, okay,
You had to keep it like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you got to
But if you
season
think about it
3,
like in music terms, it's like, yo, that first album go, it's like, yo, like that's what I was expecting from Power. I was looking at season 1 like it's like I was looking at it as like albums. Like season 1 is album 1.
I would disagree because I feel like if they gave you that fire in the beginning, you'd be like, all right, well, what else you gonna come out after this?
Jay-Z dropped. All right, God. You
know what I'm
We
saying?
gonna let him talk. But come on, bro. Whoa, you bugging. You from Brooklyn. You know what Hov did on the first album. Are you crazy?
That's Hov, though. That's Hov.
You crazy?
That's not Young May. That's not Young May.
All right. So yeah,
Jay-Z's my favorite rapper, by the way.
exactly. But yeah,
Jay-Z, again, we calling you out, man. You got a sponsor. What you doing,
Dusse,
Word up.
Bleak.
Word up.
What's up, Bleak?
But nah, I was hired for episode 10 of season 3. I was supposed to be undercover cop. My name was Raymond Jones, Ray, and I was working with Anika Noni Rose's character.
Yeah.
She was wildin' too, man.
We were the out-of-town cops and doing this shit for 50. And I had to arrest Tariq and shit and blah, 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 blah. And while I was filming that scene, Courtney was on set. Courtney Kemp, the showrunner / creator. She was on set, and she liked what I did, and she was like, yo, I was fucking with what you was doing. I'm bringing you back next season. And I was like, all right. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, cool. But I didn't really take it serious like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to bring you back next season. I was like, all right, cool. I didn't know it was going to turn into this. You know what I'm saying? She brings me back. Like, you know, like she hears my people. I got the dates for when I'm shooting. And I was like, oh, shit. She kept her word. I am coming back. Okay, cool. All I saw was what episodes I was doing. I didn't get no script, nothing. They're very secretive about scripts on that set. You can't know nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
As
There be mad leaks.
As they should be. All the damn leaks.
No, for real. But around that time, I started shooting The Breaks. I don't know if y'all ever watched that.
I did see The Break, yes.
Of course.
So I was filming The Breaks and Power at the same time, this season 4. And I didn't know I was going to kill Rayna literally to the table read.
Wow.
I'm sitting at the table, you know, highlighting my shit, getting ready.
Right.
And I'm reading through it, and I see, you know, and I'm like, and she was sitting right next to me. I was like, what? She's like, yeah. She already knew. She's like,
Right.
yeah. I was like, what? Me? What?
Right.
And I remember her
Throw you
mom
to
was
the
like,
lions.
yeah, people are not gonna like you at all after this. I was like, oh shit. I didn't realize how significant it was gonna be. I knew it was gonna be significant, but I didn't realize to this extent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like going forward, no matter what role I play, I'm just always gonna be Ray. It seems like.
Nah, you got it. You did it. You know,
But it's like, when people, you Ray.
Yeah, they gonna run up in your
seat.
seat, but you know,
It's all
We're going to
good.
compare that in a little bit. We're going to compare that.
Yeah,
I want to compare that, though, because
Okay.
it's just so, for me, it's so interesting how you go from Ray to Power, to Power, right? And
Well, you got it, because he was playing.
well,
So Power,
yeah,
so he plays Ali Power Grant,
Right.
in the Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang,
docuseries
right,
on Hulu.
So being that villain, right? Being that villain, right? And that bad guy, and then going to now being Power, in Wu-Tang, what was that? What was that transition like?
Well, let's not let it be lost on us that, in a way, right? Power's positioned as a villain when him and Raekwon go shoot up Ghostface crib,
right.
So it's like people was coming up to me on some, yo, such and such really did that, and it's like, yo, you know this is like a TV show, and it's like now, and then it's like then I got to go back in my back because I'm like, yo, nah, when you kill Rayna, I'm like, nah, fuck that, he killed Rayna, man, he really over here, he really smoked Rayna, nah, we not riding for that.
That's what I was like, yeah, playing Power on the Wu-Tang, that's not gonna help,
right? Exactly.
But I've done other shit where I'm a nice guy, you know what I'm saying?
And he's a really nice guy in real life.
Nice guy in real life.
Yeah,
listen, playing Power was, I'll tell you that process. Let me tell you something, man. First of all, your dad is hard to find.
Oh shit! Hey, listen, hold on, Marcus, hold on. Hey, listen, if you're listening,
I don't know what he just.
Press a little 10-second might go back.
Yo,
this sounds significant.
Nah, I mean like, well,
it was gonna come out.
To be honest, I didn't look up anything when I first got the script. I didn't really, because in the script, nobody's name Ghostface or, you know what I mean? It's just their names.
Okay.
So I saw that it said Wu-Tang and RZA, but I thought, I was under the impression like, oh, like he's doing like something based off of Wu-Tang. I didn't know it was like, no, this is the Wu-Tang.
Right.
So I didn't really register it as that. I just saw the character, read the scenes. I was like, oh, I could do this. I know this. So I did the audition. I was doing a play at the Signature Theater at the time.
Ah, okay.
So I was in the middle of that, and I had to send a tape to LA and did that. I didn't hear back about like a month later. Then I had to do a callback via Skype. Okay. Did that and went to go chill with him. And like an hour later after the Skype session, they told me they wanted to test me for it. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. Flew out to LA literally for 24 hours.
I did that before.
Went to LA, did the test, came back, and eventually got the job. And I feel like that's when I started researching. Okay, let me see who Power is, because I didn't do any kind of research or anything before. I was just going in doing me. But I did that. I started like looking up. Okay, let me see who Power is. You know what I'm saying? I found like a YouTube video, and like
everyone
just like one.
I know the YouTube video you're talking about. I know the with the grass and shit. Shut up about that damn grass. Yo, I'm telling him to delete that damn video off the internet once and for all.
It's like I don't know about the grass. It was
I know the video.
You know
nah, it wasn't that big. I know the video.
I'm gonna send it to you. Don't worry about it.
He's like wearing a
very
car.
regular.
Yeah, he was just. Yo, peace.
Yeah.
Da. And I was
yo, the way he influxed his voice just now,
peace,
it literally reminded me of when my dad is calling me like, yo, come downstairs, Dooley, man.
Peace to the gods.
Yo, P, come here.
Your dad is a funny guy.
Oh, man.
But nah, I saw the interview and I was like, oh, I see why they cast me. I get it. I see it.
When they first told me, they asked me, like, yo, what do you think, or whatever, and I'm like, I thought about it, first I was like, nah, fuck that, he killed Rayna, man. You can't be doing that, man. Fuck that, you gotta go, man. You gotta find somebody else, man. Put somebody else
let that shit go.
Put somebody else in there, man.
Let that shit go,
let it go,
man.
I was still watching Power.
Right.
But then when I did the knowledge, I'm like, all right. And then when I saw it, I'm like, all right. I'm like, yo, it makes sense.
Word.
It makes sense. And like, for me, it's like 6 degrees of separation because you grow up in it, right? So it's like, to me, that's who he is. Like, he's just, he's my dad, right? He's who he is to me. Right. But then it's like, as we got older and we started like traveling, that's when it really started to hit me, when we started to have like conversations. And I'm like, yo, wait, hold on. Like, that thing that they did is like special, right? Because it's like, you take it for granted almost. Like, fuck it, whatever. We grew up together. I'm going to Ghostface, whatever. Yeah. So it's just like, but seeing you like actually like play him, I'm like, nah, that's him. That's him. Like, that's who he is. Like, I know him personally. Like, I that's my, my father, I guess you could say that. Yeah. That's my father. So it's just like, and it was dope. Like, even when we talked at the premiere, I'm like, yo, like this is cool. This feels good. It feels right. It felt right. It felt right.
Because also too, like, first of all, you know, like when we first started filming, I was like, I want to meet Power. I gotta meet Power. I gotta make sure like I'm doing it right.
So what was what was that? When was that? And how was that interaction? You know,
the initial.
The initial interaction. How was that?
Meeting Power.
Right.
So the way that happened was, I didn't meet him till about 7 episodes in.
That's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. So like the whole time, like all of us, like when we first started, like all of us were like, "Yo, we gotta meet our peoples." Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying?
I can imagine.
You know, we want to meet them.
Yeah,
like,
I can imagine.
They're not like, yeah, we're gonna be on set and making sure. They ain't like that. They are living their lives and like, oh yeah, there's a TV show about us. Oh yeah, type of thing. They're real nonchalant about it.
Yeah, mad unfazed.
Mad unfazed.
Like don't give a fuck. Like.
So I meet Power till this woman who works with your dad hit me up on IG.
I know exactly.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly.
And she hits me and she's like, "Yo, I work with Power."
Peace to auntie.
Yeah. She's like, "I work with Power." I was like, "Word?" But I didn't know her, so like, you know, I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "All right, cool." So I'm like, "Yo, like, I'm trying to meet him." She's like, "Okay, I'm gonna try to set that up." Months later, she hits me. She's like, "Yo, he just got in town. Give me a number and I'll give it and I'll have him hit you up." And I was like, all right.
Yo.
All right. Well, she called me. Like we spoke on the phone.
Right.
And I was like, okay, this sounds legit, I guess.
Yeah.
And so because every time I spoke to RZA, I was like, "Yo, RZA, I need to meet Power." He's like, "All right, I'll set it up." Never did it. So you know what I'm saying? Like he never did it. So for her to hit me up and reach out about it, I was like, okay. So I gave her the number. I'm on set. And I was just, and we were doing reshoots, and we were doing something on episode 1, the scene where it was like the opening stuff in season in the first episode. So I was shooting that. We was in Staten. It was raining like a motherfucker, so like that held up production a little bit. So I'm in my trailer and shit. The NBA Finals is on. I get a text. He's like, "Yo, what's good?" I'm like, "Who is this?" He's like, "OG Powell." I was like, "Oh shit." Whoa. You know what I mean? Like,
who this nigga?
So we like, I was like, "Yo, can I call you?" So we like spoke on
nigga.
the phone. Nah, like he was mad. Yo, we like spoke on the phone. I'm just like, "Yo, I'm talking to Powell right now. What the fuck?" And we spoke for like an hour just chopping it up.
No, he'll talk. Trust me, he'll talk. Oh,
for real.
Trust me, I grew up with it. He know. He talk. He talk your ass out the room.
The crib, he talk to me all the time.
Word. So like, next thing I know is like, I think like a few hours later, I'm in the trailer again. I get a knock. PA's like, "Yo, you got a visit." I'm like, "A visit? Who the fuck?" I'm in Staten Island. Like, who the fuck?
Right? Who the comes fuck?
You know what I'm saying? He just peeked up. "Yo, what up?" He just came in my trailer and we was just chopping it up. And I'm just sitting there like, "Yo, what the in costume?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like,
it's
what
weird.
the fuck, yo?
Yeah.
So we just was chopping. We was watching the game, talking about the game and shit. We was just chopping it up, and I was just like, "Wow, this is crazy. I'm meeting you for real."
Yeah.
Shit. So and I was like, "Yo, like, like, have you seen any of the footage yet?" He's like, "No. I ain't seen nothing. I want to wait till I want to wait till it's done." I was like, "All right, cool." And but he gave me his blessing anyway. He's like, like, "I trust you with it." I was like, "All right, cool." But just that moment, kind of like, cause 7 episodes in, like we're comfortable with our characters already. But like that was a nice, like, just to be solidified in that sense. Like, okay, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then at the premiere, he seemed like he was fucking with it.
Yeah. I liked it.
So now, like, we just got the season 2 announcement.
Yes, sir.
So like, I'm looking forward to just going deeper with it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
How do you feel like? So he said that he's not gonna watch it until the end, to ending of it. Yeah. How do you feel like you're getting in touch with his character and who he is or who he was?
Well, I mean, I've been trying to like spend as much time with him as possible lately. You know what I'm saying? I was just at the Wu-Tang concert at Radio City with him. That was interesting. To be backstage with all of them. Like, I'm chilling with Power. Ghost is right there. Raekwon is right there. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what the fuck, yo? This is crazy right now.
Yeah.
Meth came through. You know what I mean? But I've worked with Meth before, so like we knew each other before I even started this. So it was just like, oh shit, this is crazy right now. But like I was like a few months ago, I met your dad at this like art. He was like doing this like art show. And
Yeah,
shit.
I went to the
You were there?
I came when he did the wrap up like panel, but you know, because you know you pick your spots and stuff like that.
I feel you.
You don't gotta be
Yeah. So we met him there. We took a picture. I'll show you afterwards.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Like I was like, yo, I'm showing a pic of me and your dad.
Right, that's crazy.
Like it's a wild thing.
So I've just been like just spending as much time, doing research.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But but we kicking it for real. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm the actor.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? We kicking it, but it's like I'm also like taking shit in. Like, okay, cool. There's already a few details that I want to like add when we start the second season.
Yeah, and I mean, have you watched the doc?
Of course.
What you
was
think?
great.
How you feel about it?
I
I don't want to sound like I'm just out here sucking on for my father.
Nah, I mean, me
like,
me and Pops talk a lot. Talk every time I come to the crib. So I mean, like that's basically like my like I don't have my father passed away when I was like 12.
Okay.
So that's basically my father, like low key.
Word.
You know, it's
I text him all the time.
It's
Like,
crazy that you said that because literally me and the guy was on the phone, the guy named Power, and we was talking about something. He was like, "Yeah, I look at your man like that's one of your brothers, right?" So it's just like
my mom says all the time.
And it
My
just
mom be
speaks
like,
to-
"How your brother doing?"
yeah, it's
Like,
just I came to your crib to pick something up, and she was on the phone. She said, "Hold on, my son here." And I guess they was like,
real
"Yo,
shit.
Sultan back home
'Cause
from
we
work."
like-
They're like,
right,
"Nah, my other son." She's like, "Be here." So it's just like that just speaks to just the camaraderie and the family.
Like, so I mean, like just going off like what you just said, like I think the doc is like to the T. I think that you guys are doing a great job.
You mean the doc or the series? The series.
Well, I watched the series, right?
Yeah, because the doc
is
came out in like May. And that was it wasn't like actors. It was them speaking
It's a
about
really good documentary.
Yeah.
Really well done.
I mean, I've looked at both, but I think that, like again, the series, like you guys are doing a great job. Shamim Moore, Dave East, like you guys are doing a great job of playing, them as well, and I think that it's a great storyline.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see season 2.
Me too.
yeah.
Yeah, it's but also too the interesting thing too about playing Power is that I feel like he's a member of the Wu that people don't necessarily really know about.
That's what
he's not a rapper.
That was I was gonna say, and I was gonna ask you. I was like, people like, I know, like, but people don't know how significant he is in the role he played for Wu-Tang in general. So it's like people are like, oh yeah, like Raekwon and Riz and everybody designed the third, but he gets like left on the back burner. It's like, yo, like
I mean, first of all, him and Devon were tight like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
but you don't
older
get
brother.
Yeah, but you don't get from the series, right? Because the series like it's like it's
at odds
yeah,
with
it's like
each
they're
other.
at odds. But it's like for me that's I look at it as more as a gift than a curse, right? Because then it allows me to float through certain spaces, right? Where it's like I don't want the celebrity tag, right? Which is why we've never like if it wasn't for him saying that, I wasn't gonna say that wasn't my fault. I've never. So it's like
that.
they got a doozy for that, right? And
right.
But it's cool because it was like this was
I mean, you look just like him though.
yeah,
Yo,
but
but
it
you
was
look
the
like him,
appropriate
you
time.
sound like him.
Yeah,
but as if you know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, and I'm not walking around like hanging that on my shoulder, like, yo, you know who my dad? Like, it's like, yo, my dad is who he is, right?
But that's how he rolled too.
And that's where I got it from, because it's like I could be like, bro, I've been around everything. Like, I've done all of the rapper shit. Like, I've been on tour. Like, I've performed the song, all that shit. But it's like that's not my claim to. And I think I get that from my dad, because me and my dad, we be sitting down in the city at a restaurant, right? Somebody might walk up like, yo, you from? They don't even know he's from Wu-Tang. They be like, yo, you from such and such movie?
Oh yeah, because he's
like and it's like and it's like, but it's like for me, it's like I'm not wearing that on my shoulder, right? And I'm glad my dad wasn't like an attention whore, right? Where it's like, yo, I gotta be in the spot. Like if you know what he did, right? You know who he was, and that allows me to navigate through certain spaces independent of whatever that is.
But the irony of that is because, you know, as I said, like when I was trying to look your father up, I couldn't find much.
Yeah,
when I'm around him, when I'm around him, like everybody know who he is. Everybody's gravitating towards him. He has a very strong presence.
Yeah, magnetic energy.
He's definitely known.
Right.
It's just I'm like, but we can't find you on YouTube or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Marcus babysitting.
Y'all got me talking.
But I mean, for me, it was for me to see, like, because it's like I never thought like I'd see somebody else playing my dad, right? So it's like, again, I told you that when we first spoke, I was like, yo, I enjoyed the series that much more because it's like, yo, it's realistic, right? It wasn't like I didn't look at it like, yo, that's not who he is, right? It's like, yo, that. Even like the details, like the little innocuous, because I hear the stories.
The haircut.
Yeah, I hear, bro, the face.
Marcus, hold on. Marcus, look at his head.
Bro, I literally,
same cut.
The whole time.
Same cut.
Like my mom will look at me and be like, you look just like your dad.
He's a light-skinned version, that's all.
That's what my mother said. My mother said, yo, you a light-skinned version. She's like, yo, the way you, like, I'll say something to my mom and she'll literally stop. And be like, yo, your father used to say that exact thing, the exact same. So it's just like
scary. You sound like your pops.
I don't hear it. I don't see it.
But don't he sound like him?
I don't see. Like I grew up in it, so it's different. But it's like, yo, when I was watching it, I'm like, yo, he did that justice, right? Like no, you know, pun intended, you know, based on what we deal with. But I was like, yo, he did that justice. Like I was watching, I was like, oh shit, that's my dad.
You know what's my favorite thing about when I like every time just getting prepared.
Talk to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'll be in hair and makeup and shit, and then go to my room, put the jewelry. It's the jewelry. Like once you put the chains on,
it's a feeling.
And then you get the ring, and
it's
then
the fangs.
Love the fangs.
Yo, when I was 16,
love the fangs.
I cried to my mom. I was like, Mom, please, can I get gold? I was like, can I please get gold? I was like, yo, if I don't get, I don't want tattoos. I don't want anything. Like I got my ear pierced because like my dad has his left ear. But I was like, Mom, can I please get gold fang? And my dad vetoed it. Like
really,
my dad vetoed it. He was like, nah. He was like, no, fuck out. You don't know what this. You don't know. You don't even. You didn't grow up in this. So you don't deserve that. But so I went to my mom. You know, you try to play good cop back. Mom, my dad's not letting me get these gold. But you know, it's not full front. Like I can still go to school. I can take it out. She's like, yeah, nah, you're not.
Nah, those are fly.
Yeah,
like, it's subtle.
Right, and then when I see the pics with you in it, I'm like,
oh, like.
Oh, that's what the
hey, birthday gift?
Well, I'm 25 now.
I'm about to
so
set it up.
At this point,
Marcus,
I'll be 25. When my dad was 25, he was in a different space.
Set it up.
But like literally every time I reposted the pic today yesterday with him when he had the gold fangs.
Oh, word.
And it's just like a lot of people don't realize that he still has gold fangs. So it's like every time he laughs, and even now to this day, 25 years later, I'm just looking like, yo, damn, I want those gold fangs.
At first, I was like, oh shit, he really got it.
Yeah, he like really that's real life shit. So it's just like, shit. But yeah, man, like, I'm definitely looking forward to season 2. Word. And like everybody else is like,
we were the most binge show on Hulu.
That's crazy. Because I don't even, bro, I don't even.
Number one on Hulu. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we got to. Big ups to that.
Tune in, man. Tune in.
And it's like to think that Wu-Tang dropped in like what 93.
Right.
I wasn't even born yet. I was born in 95.
Right.
So let me ask you this. Yeah, exactly. So let me ask you this. Can you name all the members of the Wu-Tang?
Yeah.
Talk to me. Because I remember I asked somebody this on tour.
I can do it.
Yeah, let's tune in. Let me hear it.
Don't fuck around, Dad. Don't fuck around.
All right. You got the RZA, Jizza, ODB. Wait, hold on.
No, he got it. He counted out. He's doing that.
Get your bed.
Yes.
The Jizza. ODB, Inspector Deck, Capadonna, U-God, Master Killer, Raekwon, Ghostface.
Yeah.
That's all of them.
Peace.
All right, peace.
Boom.
Peace. You know how many people can't name the whole Wu-Tang roster? Wait, did you say Method Man?
Oh,
because Capadonna.
But
remember, it's really 10 because if you look at like even if because that's all was
Capadonna.
Capadonna really came.
He came a little
later, right? Because Capadonna, like even if you
Master Killer was
when
the
did
last.
Wait, when did U-God come?
U-God been around. Come on, it's U-God. You see his name?
Yeah,
do you know what his name means? Do you know what his name?
Peace, God. My fault.
Yeah, peace to the. You know exactly. Come on,
I met U-God for the first time at the concert.
U-God.
That's the thing too. Like. Yo, when I was at this concert, I'm meeting U-God for the first time. I'm meeting the chef for the first time.
Crazy.
They just said what up to me and kept it pushing. They just said, yo, what up?
Exactly. And it's like,
in my head, I'm like,
that's
I'm
so.
on your show.
that's so refreshing for me because it's like even when like I'm in certain situations, it's like it allows you to still like interact with them as people.
Right.
It's like, yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? Right.
Yeah.
And they asking you about like real life shit, like, yo, how's school? Right. And it's like you don't even expect them to know about school, but it's like I gotta remember, like, yo, my dad is like super proud of what I'm doing. So it's like my dad might be going over there, like, yo, you know, my son is.
He might be talking.
But it's like when you have like Raekwon asking you, yo. So what's up with that church class that you
That's another thing about Power too. Like when he talked to you, he be hitting you.
All
they
the
gonna
time.
go crazy. Yo, somebody gonna go crazy. He gonna smack you. Yo,
Yo, saying, just hitting your shit. And we talked about that was, and that's what I mean. Like I take my craft very seriously, and it's like just a detail like that.
Right.
We talked about that
Right.
for like 30 minutes. I was like, yo, like I heard you like hit people,
And I've seen you do that in.
That's what I'm saying.
I've
It's
seen
like,
you do that.
know what
But,
I'm saying?
and that's
Like,
why I said it. For me, it's so real. Like your portrayal of who he is as a person is so realistic because it's like little innocuous things like
Right.
that. It's like if you don't know him personally, you don't know that every time he talking, he slap. Yeah, yo,
He gotta do that.
He
That's
gotta
his
touch
thing.
you,
Right.
but
Right.
that's his way of just transferring his energy.
Yeah.
He letting you know
Yeah.
that he feel. Yeah.
And he literally
feel you.
explained that. He literally
Yo.
explained it to me. He's like, I don't do that all the time. Like I don't just.
It's
hit
it's
people
a
just to
transfer of
hit
energy.
people.
Yeah.
I do it when I'm. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I see. And literally, like, right before we shot the scene, like we was talking about with the director, because before he got there, I kind of like OD'd on it in the scene, and the director's like, yo, chill with that.
Right.
Pull it back a little.
Right.
Bit. I was like hitting like
Nah,
everything.
but what came out in the final product was it.
Right.
Like, cause I'm like, yo, damn, this nigga hit. This shit hurt. Like, this shit hurt. But you can't say that.
But it was a thing to experience it myself. Like before I
Right.
even said anything, I'm like, oh shit, he really do that.
Yeah.
That's what RZA told me he do that.
Yeah.
The director told me he does that.
That's
Like,
the-
random people I met. Yo, every time P talk to you, he be hitting
That's the
you,
joke.
your arm, you be tight.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's the
wow,
joke between my
oh,
friends. They be like, yo,
shit.
you probably be slapping me in the chest. Shut up and just take it. You'll appreciate that later. You'll appreciate
I've been
that.
hit a couple times. I'm like, all right.
But you know, that
Yeah.
and I'll chalk that up to just his passion.
But I
Like,
think
my
it's
father's
also,
very
I think it's
passionate.
also he don't do it to everybody. So when he do it to you,
You know, it's
it's
his
a sense of endearment,
exactly
right? So
Exactly.
you have to appreciate that because everyone don't get the same treatment,
Right.
Yeah, man. It's just like, again, man, it's just so different. Like when you see it come full circle, because it's like you grow up in it, so you kind of get jaded. It's like, oh, me and such sons is cousins, right? Like we grew up together. Like we go to the party together, we go run around. So it's just like to see it come full circle and to see everybody getting played, right? Like Meth, right? By
I met Meth son.
Meth son, peace. And man, this is fun, man. It's a good time. I'm looking forward to season 2. I binged watched all of the episodes. I waited for all of them to release, and I'm like, all right, fuck, I ain't doing that for 2 days. And I'm just chilling, and I'm locked it in.
That's a fact.
But yeah, man.
So what's a piece of advice you'd give to an upcoming artist?
Ain't no shortcuts, man.
Oh,
Ain't no shortcuts.
that's a bar.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like, as I said, we're in an age where people feel like, you know, everybody wants the result and aren't concerned with the process. And I feel like we want to let's start being in love with the process. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, man, when you get it, you appreciate it so much more. You know what I mean? Like, as I said, like getting the Wu-Tang thing was a big thing for me, and like getting it leading up to that was like, whew, man. You know what I'm saying? Like all these trials and tribulations I went through, you know, getting jobs and not getting jobs, a lot of not getting jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like people post the victories as an actor, like people post these victories, people post the deadline articles and shit like that. But like in between that, there's a lot of no's, lots of no's. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that shit is out of your control. Only control you can, but we can control what we can't control. What we can control is showing up, doing what we do, doing. You know what I'm saying?
We say all the time.
That's the tip of the week for next week. I
Yeah,
promise you.
only control what you can
give
control.
You credit for that,
You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you write that in your notes.
I got it down right here. Notes right here, baby.
You Asiatic.
So yeah, I
That's
feel like
Asiatic,
for listeners, especially if you're aspiring to be an actor, like it's a process. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, I trained in the theater. Like that's how I learned to act in theater. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's another art form I feel like is a little forgotten, just because it don't pay as much. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you gonna learn how to act. when you on stage. Like, stage is very different from TV and film. Ain't no cut, ain't no editing.
That's
You're right
crazy. I
there
didn't think about it
live.
like that.
You know what I'm saying? You got to tell a story from beginning, middle to end. Right then and there. Ain't no stopping. You know what I mean? And that's really good training for an actor. Yeah, man. The process. Appreciate that.
Okay. And
That might be the title of the episode. The process.
process.
That's
it.
Featuring Marcus Callender.
That's
We ain't even gonna. We just
telling
gonna let
right
them
there.
know. They gonna listen to the episode and be like, wait, who? Because they gonna know him, but they might not know his name yet.
Right,
And
right,
they gonna
right.
be like,
We
oh,
gonna
Marcus
put we
Callender.
gonna put a face in the name right now. Fuck
Exactly.
that.
Bag Brothers Podcast, baby. Happiness is rich, health is wealth,
Real
kindness is currency, and peace of mind is the
Real
real bag.
bag.
But yeah, guys, sorry,
What
God. Sorry
was
to
I
cut
gonna
you off.
say? Fuck, man. You throwing me off, God.
I apologize.
What was I gonna
God.
say? I was gonna say,
apologize.
so, you know, I love what you said. I agree 100%. But what about those people that's like, yo, like, this shit not working out? Like, how do I know when it's time to give up and throw the towel in?
Very good follow.
That it's hard. It's hard to keep.
It is.
It's hard to keep consistent.
Especially when you gotta pay your
It
bills
is.
in New
It
York
is.
City.
Yeah.
Goddamn, bills just
The rent
bills,
the rent
bills,
expensive,
bills.
Marcus.
No, you're right, and I've been there where I thought I was gonna give up, or I thought like I can't. It's not happening for me, and I think what helped me persevere. You gotta go through those uncomfortable moments. You have to go through it. You know what I mean? Because as long as you're putting in the work, as long as that's just how the world works. There's no way in hell you could put in a lot of work into something and not get some kind of result. It just doesn't happen. So I think we just gotta be responsible for what we do and what we put out. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, man, there was I had a moment where I thought I was gonna give up. You know what I mean? Like for me, like my uncomfortable thing was moving to LA. You know what I mean? I grew up in New York. So like even after I graduated, I was living in New York still. I was working in New York. It was all good, but I knew that I needed to take shit to another level. And in order for me to do that, I had to expand my network. So I had to go out to LA. Word. I had to go out to LA. You know what I'm saying?
Tap into the YouTube
and
video,
do that.
people.
Tap the fucking man.
Being in LA was fruitful. It definitely helped me out, but it was a lot of struggle in that. You know what I mean? Like it was, it was a new environment for me, but I persevered through it because, like I knew, like for me personally, I had a moment before I flew to LA. I did a workshop in Connecticut. I was in the middle of fucking nowhere. I was working on a play. I got to Connecticut, and at this point, I hadn't worked on a play in a while. So I was around like theater folks, and like it's been a minute. I got to Connecticut. I was in the middle of like nowhere. I wasn't comfortable. I was like, I miss being on set. I like walked off and was just in my thoughts. I'm looking over like the horizon, and something hit me like a ton of bricks that said, yo, I felt like it was God talking to me saying, you need to go to LA. And I literally followed that because I never experienced anything like that before.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right,
I'm just
right,
literally
right,
something
right.
just hit me.
Yeah. Right.
Because I was at a point in my career where I was like, what's happening? You know what I mean? The power shit happened.
Either way.
You know what I mean? It was just like, no, the power shit didn't happen yet. The the Rayna being killed, that didn't happen yet. It was about to. But I was still like in this like limbo. And something hit me like, yo, you got to go to LA. I was like, okay. I didn't know. All I knew was I needed to go to LA. I didn't know how I was going to, because I was broke and shit was just not happening for me. And I remember calling my manager. I said, look, we got to go to LA. That's I think is the next move. She didn't even hesitate. She was like, absolutely. Let's do it.
That's
the following month, I did the work. Right, I did the workshop, whatever. Literally, like 2 weeks later, I flew to LA. Thought I was gonna be there for a week. Ended up staying a month because like meetings just follow with another meeting, follow with another meeting, follow another meeting. And I'm there, and I'm like telling people, yeah, I'm about to move to LA. I had no money.
That's peace.
I didn't know how the
Marcus,
fuck I was gonna do it.
Marcus, say that again.
I had no money. When I say I had no money, people like, I have no money. No. I had no money. None.
Back against the
but
wall.
I was following something. I was following faith. It was like there's no way in hell I would get some kind of like fruition like that and things don't work out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in LA taking these meetings. I'm telling people, yeah, I'm moving to LA. I'm coming. Mind you, I didn't know how the fuck I was gonna do it. Came back to LA, but the timing, because I was in LA all of August of that year. Came back to New York. That's when the Rayna shit came out. Like literally as I flew back into New York, that episode of Power came out.
Damn.
So like, you know, like I was kind of popping again. I was like, yo, who's this guy that killed Rayna? What the fuck?
Right. You probably got one of the most outside of who shot Ghost, which we'll find out.
Yeah.
You have one of the most defining moments. I think in TV history, because Power is like it's gonna go on
deal right now.
Yeah, like, but that's gonna go on.
It changed
TV,
Yo,
bro.
I literally looked up when the fuck Power came out. It was 2014. So
we graduated high school a year before that.
Years.
Yeah. Wow.
No, 6 years ago.
Oh, you said 16. I'm
like,
wait,
hold
on.
Yeah, what do you
Dusse.
Jesus Christ, Father
What
God.
It's been
This kid is crazy.
It's been 6 years. That's a long ass time.
Yeah. No,
right? It's been climbing the fucking ranks of TV, bro. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah. Not even that but to see you not stop at just like, because it's like, again, people are gonna recognize you as like, oh, that's the guy that killed Rayna.
That's
right?
Ray.
But you have another set of people who are gonna recognize you as Power, right? You're gonna have another set of people who you play Scooby in the breaks, right? Come on, dog.
You playing Blue Bloods as well?
I was on Blue Bloods.
Come on, see. So you know, back must do that. Come on, man. Come on, man. So you're gonna have so many people who recognize you from different aspects, right? And again, like the Power thing is like legendary, right? Yeah. That goes both ways. The Power.
Not to cut you off. Let me just flush the rest of this out because I think it's
please.
I get back to New York. The Power shit's happening. Still had no money. You know what I'm saying? Power shit's happening. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I had a girlfriend at the time. She was holding me down. You know what I'm saying? She was holding me down.
Shout out to you for holding me
down. Woo! That's
you know
peace.
What I'm saying?
That's
Shorty
peace.
was holding me down. And then, you know, but in my head, I'm like, okay, I got to go to L.A. I'm moving to L.A. at the top of the year. Okay, how? I don't know. Then, you know, shit just, by the grace of God, some money came in. You know what I'm saying? From past shows that I did, some money came in. I was like, okay. And it was literally just enough to, like, pay the rest of my rent and move. It was just enough for that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? And once that happened, I was like, oh, so this is meant to be. I have to do this. You know what I mean? Went to L.A., you know, with the little bit of savings I had, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, like, I got peeps in L.A. that, you know, I had a place to stay and shit. I had a car. Shout out to Aaron Moten, my nigga. For real. I had a car and shit. You know, I did well because I did, like, pilot season. I tested for a bunch of shit. Didn't get any of them. You know that show New Amsterdam? Tested for that. But I'm still on it. If y'all watch, I'm on this season.
Check that out. Top in.
So, full circle, man.
60 degrees.
Tested for that. Tested for, like, 2 other shows. Didn't get any of it. Then I had, like, a real slow period where just one shit was happening. And I'm in L.A. I don't know nobody like that. I'm just like, L.A. could be real draining. It could be really draining because it's very isolated and it's, you know. So I'm in L.A. But I've been working on a play for 5 years. I have this play that I've been working on for 5 years. And
Back to Power.
It's called Spades. That's the name of the play. And I went to a party and they were playing Spades. And I was like, oh, shit. I need to get back to that play because I hadn't touched it in like a year. And I was like, oh shit, I need to get back to this play. So I started working on the play, and that's once my focus changed because I was in a space of like I was doing a lot of self-sabotaging because things wasn't working out the way I thought they would. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just I felt like I was gonna give up. Like I remember being on the phone with my mom, like, Mom, like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like crying and shit. But I decided, I was like, I came back to New York because I needed to just recharge. You know what I'm saying? I came back to New York. I started to change my focus. I started to change my mindset. Your mindset is very important. You know what I mean? Because literally what you think is what you put out.
Your thoughts
You know what
become
I'm saying?
things.
Your thoughts really do become reality. You really have to understand that. That's a fact.
Peace.
So I just started to change my mindset and started working on my play. That's kind of what became my focus. I wasn't making any money, but I was doing something that I love, and I was doing something for me. Because this play also, you know, it's a play that explores my 20s, my early 20s and shit like that. So, like, it's a kind of a good thing that I put it down for a little bit, because once I got back to it, I had a lot more to add to it based off of life experiences. Started working on that, and once I started putting my focus to that, that's when all the jobs just started pouring in. Did the play, did the Wu-Tang, you know, the Wu-Tang thing came through. And yeah, and here I am. And also, you know, now I'm working on the play. It's almost done. And that's a big project for me right now. That's something I'm trying to put up. So be on the lookout for that.
Exactly.
But
Season 2, baby.
yeah, man, don't give up. Persevere. Go where you need to grow. Get out your comfort zone. I promise you, it will. That's how the world works. You have to get out your comfort zone in order to grow. It's like when you're at the gym, and you know you did the tens. You cool with the 10-pound, but like that's too easy.
Move that ass on.
You know it's too easy. Go where you need to grow. And that's that. And that's that. But your mindset is very important, for sure.
100%.
Yeah, man.
100%. All right, man. You guys.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
You guys heard from Marcus, man. We want to get to the email segment of it.
Y'all gonna take care of that?
We take care of it. We gonna take care of it. Your man P gotta go to the fucking bathroom. Nigga, the drunk is Dave Dusse. Look kind of crazy. Look kind of crazy. Hey, listen. So the email segment. Yo, what's good, back brothers? Hope all is well. I'm gonna jump right into it. So boom. That's that Brooklyn shit.
So boom.
I'm going on a boys trip to DR in a week, and I just finished throwing the last bits of fits into my bag. When I looked in one of my compartments, I noticed there was condoms. I noticed there was condoms in my bag, like a fresh box of condoms. Nobody else touches my things except my girl. So it had to be her. I'm so lost and confused. I don't know if this was a prank or what. Tell me what should I do and how should I handle this?
Wait. He found some condoms in his bag?
So he found some condoms. So he going on a trip with his boys. Uh-huh. He packing his shit. He packing his last bit of his fit, whatever.
Yeah.
He said he opened up a part of his luggage. He found a box of condoms in his bag. He ain't put it there, but he found it. Okay. It's a fresh box.
Okay.
And he said the only person that goes into his bag goes into his shit is his girl. Mm-hmm. So he said, you gotta be my girl. Mm-hmm. So he he psyched out at the moment. So he don't know if it's a trick.
That sound. First of all, you got a
crazy
funny ass girlfriend,
that's
man.
Funny
that sound like a real practical prank. You know what I mean? Okay, you want to go to the gym with your boys? Make sure you strap up.
Wow. So is this a trap?
I think she just want to see if he uses it or not. She be like, oh, you found what's good with the box in the bag there? Did you open it? Cause if he ain't need to use it, that box should be fresh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I agree.
So I'm sure him and his girl don't use condoms.
So wait, you leaving the box in the bag or what?
Yeah. You leaving the box in the bag.
So you coming back with the box still?
The box still fresh, not even open, vintage. You know what I'm
saying? Okay. So
okay.
P, we was
diving into the email. It sounds like like when when your girl hears boys trip. You know what I mean? Where they going?
Oh, they going to DR? Or at what time?
Hell yeah.
In summer?
Right.
All right, bet.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, she's like, you are not coming back with nothing. I don't give a fuck.
Right. Okay.
Strap up.
Okay. P, what you think, P?
She cheating on you, bro.
You think so?
She just waiting for you to leave. Yo, there's no way. Like, think about it, right? Like, all the trips we bust, right? All the moves that we bust that people know about, all the moves that we bust that people don't know about. You know, you always got to let that one person know, like, yo, I bet we going this place, that place, right? Whatever, like, I don't got no girl, so it's like, I don't really got to check in, but it's like, you.
Right. That's why, again, the dynamic is so weird because I have a girlfriend and he doesn't. So,
that, but we still best friends. Like,
When You got any prospects?
Marcus trying to get me.
They killed him.
Marcus
They killed him.
Marcus trying to get me.
Oh shit.
Marcus get
I
me.
shouldn't have asked that.
I mean, nah, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh,
Wait. I'm big on astrology. What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Oh.
Yo, my dad would literally
Marcus,
Marcus,
what's your sign?
Pisces.
Your birthday's coming up.
Yes, it is. March 6th.
We gotta get your
Mark,
we gotta make sure we get that word.
Shit.
When's your birthday?
I'm Aries, man.
Okay.
He right behind you.
Fire.
We
Nah,
literally
we doing,
back
man.
to back. Like
Back to
it's
back with it.
March, right?
Mark. Huh? Mark.
March.
March.
It's a Marcus.
That dude said, my name Marcus.
Wait,
March, April, May.
Shut up.
March, April, May. March, April, May.
March 4th, you
March
said?
6th.
March
March
6th.
6th. Equality.
Yo,
Understanding equality.
it's my brother's birthday, bro.
You see how God manifests everything in threes?
That's wild.
Your brother's birthday is March
my
6th?
brother, my second oldest brother's is March 6th, bro.
Word.
That's understanding equality.
That's wild.
That's understanding equality. You are understanding equality or being born to God.
That's wild.
You equality.
Yo.
On its own.
Yeah.
So and,
That's a different subject, but
yeah,
shit.
that means something else when you dig into but now she cheating on you, bro.
Wow.
She would be a dumbass to go over there in DR. She knows what's going on in DR. She
And
knows
she popping the pussy
she knows she going to Atlanta for the weekend with her fucking friends and she going to wild out, bro. Don't fall for the trick, man. Don't fall for the bait.
So what you want me to do? Cause he need advice, man.
I think
Wait. Marcus said leave the condoms in the bag. Come back with the condoms not touched.
Yes. I agree with Marcus 100%. That's why we connect on this. Because I'm telling you, like, yo, that's literally a setup.
Are you wait? Are you telling her you see the condom, you see the box, or you not saying nothing at all?
No, because I'm not even going. I'm a be her own game. I'm a old me when I was 17. I would have went. Bought some more condoms and then just made it seem like you was just over. Yeah, I didn't use the condoms that you gave me, but I used the other ones. But now, Black Men Don't Cheat, episode 7. That dropped on July 7th at 7:07 p.m. Peace to the gods. I'm going to leave like Marcus said, I'm going to leave the condoms there, and I'm going to come back and I'm like, yeah, babe, I peeped that you left these there, right? Burst her bubble, right? And she, I'm like, oh, damn, this nigga, they ain't really going. Because people already have, like, their misconceptions.
All
and
this
misnomers
imagination.
about DR. Yeah, like, bro, like, pack that up, bro. Like, DR's a beautiful country. I travel to experience culture. I like food. I like interacting with locals. So I'm not going out there to partake in anything. I'm going out there to just experience the culture, just immerse myself. So again, leave the condoms there. Play the game.
Listen, I'm agreeing as well. Leave the condoms in the bag.
Yeah.
Leave the condoms in the luggage.
Don't beat
Come
yourself
back,
at your
she's
own
still
game.
fresh, just to the
Your
same
brother.
box. You know what it is, man. We ain't trying to politic and why you let the condoms in the box and have a whole argument about it. You know what to do. This advice you give us is you can take it or not. Let us know what happens. Send us an email back and we'll respond and see what's going on with it, man. We'll send a response to Marcus as well so he could give his take on it. Let's see, we want to shout it out, man. Give the closing remarks, Marcus.
Yes,
plug
please,
your shit in, man. Let us know what's going on. Your upcoming projects, your email, whatever, how they can reach you, whatever it is, man. Instagram page, let it out, man.
My Instagram is @Distantloving.
Follow the man, yo. He needs to get the followers up, man. You got the blue check everything.
Word, yeah. Follow me. Go ahead. It's @Distantloving. My Twitter, if you want to follow that, is @Marcus Callender, just my name. Upcoming projects, my play Spades. That's coming soon. Catch me I'm on this current season of New Amsterdam on NBC. You can also catch me on Evil, which is on CBS. I'm on the current season of that as well. With Mike Coulter, Mr. Luke Cage.
Peace.
Dope.
Yeah, cool dude. So word.
You
That's
just
what's
moving
happening.
and shaking.
Moving.
Check out season 2. It's coming up. It's coming up. Word.
Well, Marcus Callender, man, live in person, man. You know what's going on, man.
Yeah,
Podcast,
and again,
man,
man, thank you for coming.
Yo,
like
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
When I told him what I was gonna do, and he's like, "Nah, it ain't gonna work." I'm like, "Yo, this the time that I'm gonna throw it out that I'm who I say I am, right? I'm this person, and it worked." And I can't tell you.
You had to say that.
Yeah,
you had to.
Because I can't tell you the amount of screenshots. Like, I was sending it to everybody. Like, yeah, yo, check this out. Yeah, watch this. We got something coming for you, dumbass. Watch this, dummy.
Right.
I remember I remember just looking at my team. I'm like, yo, son, somebody with a blue check is literally like correspond. And then when he hit me with the thing, I'm like, yo.
Of course.
I'm like, yo, and it's just like, cause we met at the premiere, and it was just like, yo,
I'm gonna be 1,000 with you, my nigga. I don't even remember meeting you at the premiere.
It was a long night.
It was a long.
Bro, I was gonna
night.
say that like a lot of premiere shit, you just
Nah,
like, see people just
yeah,
like,
but again, I'm not on the. Oh yeah, I'm such and such.
He wasn't
And
at
I'm
all.
like,
but
yo,
I'm not-
what's
no,
up?
of course.
Peace, right? You know,
Yeah,
I give you my greeting, and I'm to the side. I let my people do what they gotta
thing.
do.
Yeah, 100%.
But like it's just
That's how
for
power
me,
move.
it's like just to see where we started, right? Because it's like, he don't even remember that we met at the premiere. I met him at the premiere, right? We took a picture together. That's how ill it is, God. That's how ill it. We took me, you, and my dad took a picture together. Because my dad pressed for the picture, like, you gotta take a pic. And because we had the podcast already, so my dad is already like, his mind is already going. He like, take a pic, nigga. And I ain't realized what he was trying to do. Oh, shit. And I didn't even tell him about this. So I'm just like, and I'm looking through my phone. I'm like, we got a pic together. But it's just like, I'm framing that. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. I gotta find the pic. But I'm framing that.
Word.
Because it's like that's just again, like it's literally 360 degrees.
That'd be dope. I like that.
So it's like when we met him, he like, he like my dad never makes sure I meet people. He don't give a fuck. He don't care. He be like, man, I don't give a fuck if you go home and go to sleep. He be like, he was like, you gotta meet Marcus.
Word.
We took the pic, whatever we did, what we did after we talked. And I'm like, I remember telling him, I'm like, God, we might have to do that.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
And use it again, because I don't use that. That's not my card. Da da da. Yeah. And he's like, God, you gotta tap that. And I'm like, this is what it is.
This nigga like, y'all know his Instagram picture is Arthur. So I was like.
Hey, hold on.
It got the Bag Brothers logo though.
Bag Brothers logo on that dog.
That's one about. So the thing about the Arthur thing was that like our first sweater, our first merch, we dropped something called the Rugged Rust. Oh. We got to put you on the Rugged Rust too. Okay. We got something for you after we leave. But Rugged Rust was like that was how.
We got something of him now. Fuck that, yo.
Oh, you want to do it on YouTube?
Fuck that.
Yeah. You know we good times.
Some shit for your ass, man.
And this is unreleased. This is what we call Rain, right? REIGN, right? Because like his name means royalty, my name is clearly means royalty.
We got that for
so
you
we got some merch for you.
I like that.
So you hold that up for the camera because they never seen Rain yet. They never seen Rain. We didn't drop the pics yet. So that's unreleased, right? That's y'all seen what we did in Barcelona. Y'all seen what we left out there. You don't got showing, right? You don't got showing.
Some everything.
Yeah, showing everything. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. This is Bag Brothers podcast. Man. We do what we want out here.
Okay.
Y'all remember that from the launch? Bag Brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know we had to get our guests right. Come on, baby. One of everything, man. And again, it's just we did that on our own, right? Like that was just part of us going through the process, and we sold out at the launch, but we had something in the stash for you, so we had to make sure we got you right.
That's the Benjamin.
Yeah, that's what we call it. So we name all of our merch. So what he's wearing right now is the Dusse. That's called the Benjamin.
What's this called?
This is called. We don't know yet. We going because
it's the baby fat.
Listen. Our first guest named all of the merch. Yeah, listen. I'm not mad at that. The baby fat. I'm not mad at that. Yo, we might have to do that. The baby fat Carolina blue. Fuck it, y'all. So it's like, we name all of our merch. But yeah, I had that was probably the first time that I've ever threw that out there. I'm such and such, right? No. And again,
especially
right for you, because
it just makes sense.
I want to connect it. It was an automatic.
I didn't think you was gonna open it. I'm like, I fucking ain't gonna open it. That's why I ain't tell him when I sent it. I sent the message because I'm like, if I get curved, fuck it. That's a token of our appreciation.
We gonna make it a Rugged Rust as well. Cause
we got a Rugged Rust for you in the cut, for sure.
Okay. That's the first week we had our launch, Marcus. That's the first shit that sold out.
Yeah.
Everyone's feeding it, and the color's so fucking nice.
It's a burnt orange.
It's a burnt orange,
and it's a gold embroidery. So
it's a hoodie.
Yeah,
it's a hoodie. Gold embroidery.
That's what's
so crazy.
Yeah. So, I'm just glad to see this come full circle, right? Because it's 360 degrees, right? Mm-hmm. If you do the knowledge to that, it's just damn, man. So again, on behalf of the Bag Brothers podcast, we thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
We thank you for sharing all of the things that you
The
shared.
stories and
right?
the deep shit went into the.
Yeah, we hope to have you come back. Right,
Word.
Season 2 is dropping.
Word.
Right, we never had a repeat yes yet.
Listen, might be the first time. We
yeah,
gonna set it up.
and
We
it's
gonna
just
see
like-
schedule.
I'll be down to even just come and like talk, like talk
Regular shit.
relationship shit. You know
Regular
what I'm saying?
shit.
Or regular
We might,
shit, regular
yo,
shit.
we really might have to have. We gonna make that happen.
be down.
Like,
We
cause
gonna-
I know the people gonna go crazy once they see. Cause I've been literally like adding your pics to my story.
Oh, what?
So nobody even knows that this is happening yet. Nobody knows. So they just think I'm just posting random pictures
Random
like
shit.
this random guy. Like, and it's like, all right, this random nigga, who the fuck is this? Like, so it's like, this will come full circle.
Who the
'cause
fuck is this?
I've never professed who my dad is or whatever.
It's the first time ever.
Yo,
Okay.
his dad is P-Dub Power, man.
P.O. Yo, it's
His
crazy
name
that
is
he
Power
even
for
said P.O.
a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
His name is Power for a reason. His
Yeah.
man is his man. His pops,
man,
is the
that's his
shit.
man.
That's my man, though.
His man,
Yo, that's my man
his
too.
pop. That's his man.
That's my man and my
His
pop.
Power is the shit, and it's a fucking honor to be playing him,
Peace.
to be portraying him.
Peace.
You know what I
Word.
mean?
And
Like,
you've did an
Word.
amazing job, right?
Thank you, bro, and I can't wait to
Superb.
go even further with
Season
it.
2 is
You know what I'm
coming.
saying?
And, peace to my dad, peace to you.
Word.
Right?
Marcus
Peace
gonna
to the
dig
rest
it
of the
deep.
cast, peace to the clan, right?
Word.
Peace to you, God,
Peace
right?
to the gods, you heard?
Well, peace, God, right? I gotta say that to you because people gonna think I'm saying peace to you, God,
course.
but peace, God, right?
Word.
'Cause you
And then peace to the gods.
exactly, peace to the gods and the earth,
Absolutely.
right?
Right,
Peace to the
right.
gods and the earth.
Word.
Marcus, thank you, man. It's been a pleasure.
100%.
This is gonna be a good episode.
Word.
They gonna like
This
this.
is gonna be a good episode, but it's also gonna be like one of our most iconic episodes as well. Because
sure.
it's just so
For sure. Without
just
question.
being in the environment and being in I guess immersed in this environment is
Word,
just
word,
so
word.
it's incredible. It's so breathtaking at one time, right?
Word.
Listen, so
Shout it out, baby.
wish you guys www.
Take your time.
www.bagbrothers.podcast.com.
You better bust it back.
You know, BBGC has.
Listen,
Water
Bag
Wave.
Brothers podcast. We
gonna update everything.
that merch that we just gave Marcus. You never know. We might
never
drop
know.
it. We might drop very limited quantities. That might be a friends and family only. You don't know.
Listen,
so just
any
keep staying tuned.
any inquiries, any emails, drop the bagbrothers@gmail.com.
Peace.
Let us know. Instagram, the Bag Brothers
Peace.
Podcast. Make sure you guys following. Make get all the content. Tune in.
Yes.
My personal Instagram, Sultan of Thrones. Follow me. Let's go.
I'm at X Champagne P.
Yes, sir.
Follow us on
Twitter
Twitter
game.
at the Bag Brothers. No underscores, no periods. Just straight at the Bag Brothers.
Yes, sir.
Follow my personal Twitter at ___. Watch me work.
That's 3 underscores.
3 is the number of understanding. Hopefully you see things for what they are and not what they appear to be. Marcus, drop your Twitter one more time, baby.
At Marcus Callender, man.
That's it.
Yo, follow. Yo, follow. Yo.
Hold on, let him
Yo,
spell it.
yo.
Let him spell it,
Yeah,
God.
yeah, so
Yo,
just
follow the
God.
man.
Follow the
Follow the man. Hey, you at what you at?
Follow him.
What you at? 5.9
What?
on Instagram.
On Instagram,
Trying to
yeah.
give him the 10K.
Give
Hey,
Let's get Marcus
10K,
Callender to
man.
10K right
Put
now.
10K right
Bag
now,
Brothers,
man.
let's show what
We
the
ain't
fuck
playing
we
with
about.
y'all no more,
Let's
man.
show what the fuck we
Yo,
about,
people,
man.
People get on me all the time like, yo, you need to post more. I'm like,
10K
Nah,
followers,
listen,
man.
That's how it is.
because I'm too into the process.
Hey, the process. That's the fucking name of
The
the
process.
episode, God.
I'm too busy processing.
The process featuring Marcus Callender, God.
You at YouTube? Get on YouTube. Get on YouTube. Get on YouTube.
Yo, subscribe to our YouTube, Bag Brothers Podcast.
Watch this.
This is the
episode
episode
on the YouTube.
I don't give a fuck if you don't watch no other episode. Watch this
1,
episode.
2, 3.
Listen, he
Fuck
even
that.
look. Yo, he even looked
Episode
like my
31.
Pops. He even looked like my pops, God.
The hat all the way
Exactly,
back.
the hat
Everything.
with it, God. Tune into this episode, God. Bag Brothers Podcast, man. Subscribe to us on the Apple Podcast at Bag Brothers Podcast.
Yo, come on, tune in.
Everywhere you consume podcasts. Literally, we can say that now. Y'all other podcasts ain't fucking with it.
Yo,
no more.
fuck them
We
other
on every
podcasts,
single
man.
streaming network that you can possibly
Everything
be
we on, man.
Get on that. Get on
Let's
that.
go, man.
Give him that game, yo.
Listen, man. As always, man. Happiness is rich. Health is wealth. Kindness is currency. And a peace of mind is the real
bag.
motherfucking bag.
This is episode 31 with your boy Marcus Callender. Tune the fuck in, man. You know what's going on. Bag Brothers Podcast.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.